meron hong proseso sa quasi-judicial. Kasi may quasi-judicial power siya. Meron hong proseso. Yung legal process is napakahabang proseso. Ang question dyan, sino ang may last say? Ulitin ko So, kanina, performance indicator, meron tayong standards, meron tayong mga monitoring tools, may adverse findings, okay? And then, kung medyo mabigat ito, legal pala, so it will be identified on what category of offenses, alin ba dan, okay? And there is a legal process. Okay? Kasi may offense na, di ba? Tatlo. Whatever it is, may offense ka. Kung may legal yan, dadaan ka sa legal process. So, etong process na to, okay? Sino ang may last say? Okay? Of course, mamaya ako i-discuss yung process, unahin ko lang yung sino ang may last say. Hulaan ninyo, sa tingin ninyo, sino yung may last say? Okay? I want to know. Sino ang may last say sa loob ng PhilHealth? Kasi may legal process di ba? Sino ang may last say sa legal process? Okay? Any guess? Okay? Hulaan nyo, sino po? PhilHealth. Oh, yes, doktora si PhilHealth. Sino ho sa PhilHealth? Okay? Sino ho sa PhilHealth? Kasi very critical ho yan Sino ho, definitely nasa PhilHealth, pero sino doon? Okay? Sino sa PhilHealth? PARD? Okay, hindi ho gaano, Doc. Okay? So, sino pa po? Si doktora lang. Okay, si doktora, alam niya yung PARD. Okay? Congratulations, Doc, What about the others? Okay? So, baguhin ko yung tanong ko. Who wants to know? Who has basically the last say? Who wants to know? Type me if you want to know. Type no if you don't want. Obviously, okay, me. What about the others? Me. Okay. Sige po. Ganito. Thank you po very much. Okay. I'm pretty sure a lot of you. Now, after doing this for quite some time, okay, pag nag-umpisa ho yung proseso, ang pinakamabigat lang ho talaga dito, okay, I'm not saying hindi importante yung iba. What I'm trying to point out, meron hong may last say dito Sino ho yung may last say? Okay? Sino ho may last say sa ending ng mga kwento? Okay? Very simple. Ito ho sila. The Board of Directors. Okay? Most of the time, kapag kinasuhan ho kayo at mabigat yung kaso ninyo, okay, nadyaryo kayo or whatever it is, okay, ang may last say ho na yan, based on my experience, definitely there are so many people in between, but ang may pinakamabigat na say ho talaga is yung Board of Directors. So yung Board of Directors, 13 ho yan sila. Yan ho yung bagong composition based on the UHC law. Okay? Kailangan kong ipakita ho sa inyo, or kailangan kong i-discuss sa inyo, kasi ho, okay, ang ending ho na tong kwento ng legal, okay, is nasa kanila. Of course, they will decide based on the numbers as a majority. Hindi ho yan iisang tao lang. Okay? So, 13 members ho yan sila. So, if you are operating a hospital, malaki ho yung hospital ninyo, or even maliit, you need to know, sino ba yung nasa board? Okay? Because these are the guys who practically define the direction of PhilHealth, and these are the people who decides on the sensitive cases ng PhilHealth. Okay? Alam nyo, ako, commercial ho share ko lang. Okay? Ang problema ho dito sa PhilHealth board na to, a lot of them, in my experience, hindi ho nila alam yung detalye ng proseso, ng claims processing and everything. Well, partly because hindi naman nila kailangan mag-micromanage kasi board nga sila. But the sad part is, they get to decide on sensitive things. Sensitive matters on claims, sensitive matters on membership, sensitive matters on accreditation, and sensitive matters on legal as well as in the direction. If these people have minimal idea on how to operate it, and then they get to decide on sensitive matters, bakit nagkakagulo? Okay? But then again, that's my opinion, no? I always ask myself, why is it that PhilHealth always ends up in the Senate hearing every 2 to 3 years? Okay? And then the people that is being crucified there are middle managers or top level managers. Why is it hindi pinapa-explain yung board? Lahat naman ho yan dadaan sa board eh. But again, opinion ko yan. So, going back to legal. Yung board 13 yan. Okay, so whatever decisions they make based on legal matters, it must be the majority. Okay? So, kung kayo ay may problema sa legal, okay? Kung sa tingin niyo ang decision ay against you or not in your favor, so ang punot dulo ho na to lahat is aabot hula yan sa board. Sino ba yung board? Okay? So yung board, ito sila. First, there are 5 ex officio members. Ex officio, ibig sabihin, okay, by default, nandyan yan sila. Okay? So, ito, Secretary of Health. So, DOH Secretary. Okay? Which is actually the president of the board. So, meron itong Secretary of the Social Welfare Development, yung DBM, Finance, Labor and Employment. So, necessary ba na secretary? Actually, ang nakikita ko dyan, kanila ho yan, but they have an alternate. Okay? Which is also someone within their organization. Okay? So, expected yan. Now, that's the 5. The next is itong 3. Itong 3 naman, these are expert panel members. Ito ho yung mga bago. Okay? Hinabol ho ito, no? Dahil they practically discovered that dahil itong mga board, okay, no offense meant, meron talagang ibang board members na walang alam, meron namang iba may alam. So dahil nga financial institution ito, binago ng UHC law. You know, may requirement na. There must be someone, an expert panel. Ito ho ay appointed. Okay? So, an expert in public health, an expert in management, and someone that is an expert in finance and health economics. So, yan yung additional na 3. And then, ito ho, appointed naman din ito. Recommended by the board and then appointed by Malacanang based on the recommendation. So, sectoral panel. Okay? Merong representative ng direct contributor, representative ng indirect, representative ng employer. Ito ho, representative ng healthcare provider. Which I doubt kung representative ba talaga ito nila. And then representative ng LGU, ng local executive. So, that's 13. Okay. Again ho, ang tinutumbok ko ho dito sa haba ng proseso, most of the time, okay, sa experience ko, ang last say ho dyan, sila. Okay? Later, makikita nyo bakit. Okay? Ang last say ho dyan is sa level ng PhilHealth sila. Unless, okay, ito unless, lalabas na kayo sa PhilHealth. Okay? So, merong unless eh. Okay? So, again, it's a quasi-judicial process or is a quasi-judicial body with specific processes, and then again, meron hong may last say dyan. In my opinion, okay, within PhilHealth, ang process sa loob ng PhilHealth, ang last say is the board. Okay? Once lalabas na yung legal process outside of PhilHealth, it's a different story. Okay. So, question. Naintindihan ba ho ninyo? Quasi-judicial and the last say. Okay? Type BOD if naintindihan ho ninyo. Type no if hindi ninyo naintindihan. Okay? Let me know. Type BOD if naintindihan ninyo. Okay. So, okay, thank you po very much. So, to proceed ho, I will now go with the legal process. Again ho I would like to stress once again, hindi ako abogado. Pero sa tagal-tagal ko ho sa PhilHealth, ito ho yung proseso. Okay? Now, dahil proseso ho ito, everything will start somewhere. Okay? Yan ang isa sa mga importante na maintindihan ninyo. The legal process will start somewhere. Hindi ho yan parang milagro na lalabas lang. Okay? Meron ho yung umpisa at meron hong ending kasi nga proseso siya. Okay? So, where does it start? Okay? It will start with a complaint. Okay? Ano ba ho yung complaint? Yung complaint ho, it is something that is written. It is something wherein nakasulat ho ito, wherein it states yung commission ho ninyo ng offense. Ano ho yung nagawa ninyo? Yung offense ho, kasi kanina, di ba, sinabi natin may 3 category ng offense, nagbigay tayo ng mga example, and then kung alin ang mabigat doon at may legal, okay, it will then end up as a complaint. So it's written, and it is wherein that document states your offense. So who will make the complaint? Okay? Ito. Saan ba nanggaling yung complaint? Commonly, yung complaint ho will emanate within PhilHealth sa loob. Lalo na kapag post-audit finding siya. 'Di ba? Ang post-audit, ang audit is a monitoring tool. May finding doon, okay, may offense, and then that becomes the complaint. Galing mismo kay PhilHealth yung complaint. Okay? Kasi ang question, sino magko-complain? Pwede si PhilHealth, pwede din ho yung mga tagalabas ng PhilHealth. Okay? Anybody can actually file a complaint against the hospital or against the doctor. So, since claims processing ang pinag-uusapan natin, okay, a lot of my example will be for complaints emanating inside PhilHealth. Okay? Next, where will this complaint be lodged? Okay? Saan sila magpa-file ng complaint? Okay? Dalawa ho yan. Okay? They can file the complaint sa PhilHealth Regional Office or sa PRO, or they can file the claim directly to Central Office, which is the FFIED. Okay? I'll discuss that later. So, yung complaint, it's basically, okay, stating ho yung offense or nakasulat doon ano yung violation ninyo. So, ang ibig sabihin ho, yung legal process, okay, si PhilHealth as a quasi-judicial, okay, yung proseso na yan mag-start sa complaint. It must be written at meron hong a body or a person who will, it will start from him or them, and they can file it in the regional office or in central office. Okay. So, bigyan ho natin ng konting description para maintindihan ninyo. Okay? Yung complaint ho will start from any of these. Okay? Ito yung source of complaint ha. Ito po. It may come from the HCDMD or yung sa BAS. Ito ho yung Claims and Services Profiling. Okay? Or meron silang mga monthly reports na review. Pwede ho manggaling dyan sa kanila. Kasi ito ho yung galing sa loob mismo ha. So, pwede ho manggaling din sa BAS. Okay? Benefit Administration Section or offices in NCR wherein meron ho silang audit group. Okay? So, the complaint will emanate from the medical audit finding. Okay? Be it prepayment or post-audit finding. Yung complaint ho can also come from the PCares. Diba? Sabi natin kanina, meron hong nagsisurvey. Ito ho yung mga PCares. So, pwede hong galing sa PCares or sa LHIO na offices. Ito ho yung mga provincial offices ni PhilHealth. Okay? Meron din hong sa concerned offices. Okay? Complaints, reports, or referral. So, eto na yon. Let us say may nag-complain, outsider, nag-lodge siya ng complaint sa central office. Pwede hong ganun yun. Okay? Or nasa pro. Okay? And then i-elevate sa central office yung issue. Okay? And also, sa accreditation or sa ACAS ho, quality assurance group, yung mga facility visits. Meron silang nakita, okay? Pagbisita nila, meron ho silang na-monitor or meron silang nakita mga documents or meron silang nakitang policies na hindi nasunod. Okay? It could be any of this. So, ang point lang ho, it could be any and eventually they will review or evaluate the complaint or rather, they will review and evaluate the report. Okay? And give feedback to the hospital. Okay? Yan yung feedbacking. Okay? And, okay, after doing the short process, kasi may proseso ito, and then, ang discussion ko ho, isu-shortcut lang natin. Once after processing the report, at they will see it as an offense, okay, it will become a complaint. It could be related to fraud, okay? It could be related to ethical matters, or it could be related to an abuse of authority. And if kung magiging complaint ho yan, that is wherein investigation will start and proceed to the legal process na. So ang point ko ho, ang source is nanggaling dito. Etong source ho na yan, etong profiling, audit, survey, complaint, facility visits, these are all related sa performance indicator. Kaya kailangan ho nating i-discuss yun. Kasi dyan ho bang gagaling yung complaint. Okay?